We are back here on Girl Talk. We are at Beaufort Memorial at the Kaiserling Center. We are here today. Meg and Mack, I'm really excited. I have to read your title because it's pretty cool. It's Outpatient Pediatric Rehab Manager. And I think I just learned a little bit about you. You're an occupational therapist.
Yes, I am.
And I really want to hear about HealthLink. Again, being a counselor and a psychologist, I'm specifically interested in what you're doing.
Yeah, so HealthLink for Children is outpatient pediatric rehab, and we have 2 offices, one in Bluffton and one in Beaufort. And we basically provide therapy to children, occupational therapy, physical therapy, and speech therapy from all the way from birth to 21.
You have a new facility.
We do. So we just moved in our Bluffton facility.
All right.
So we moved from Westbury Park to 31 Innovation.
Lots of growth going on in both those areas.
Yes, great growth there, and we've had some good growth in pediatric rehab as well. So yeah, we're very excited about our new facility.
Talk to me a little bit about what rehabilitation really means, specifically some of the things that you all do, because you've been around for quite a while, and I know it's really a growing field.
Yeah, we've been open since 2001, and basically we have lots of specialty services that we provide. You know, we'll see kids that had a traumatic birth injury, you know, to developmental delay, prematurity, you know, kids that maybe were in a vehicle accident that need some orthopedic care. We really kind of see the whole gamut there. We do have some specialty services. We do autism testing.
Okay.
And so children that come to us from their physician with concerns for autism, we'll bring them in and we can do 2 different levels of screening.
What do you do?
For them, we do the MChat, which is like a basic screen. And then if they show at risk for that, then we'll do a level 2, which is called a STAT. And then if they fail the STAT and the MChat, then they'll go on for further comprehensive testing, which we can also do. So that's kind of an added service to our area in the past couple of years.
Wow, that's huge, because I have parents ask all the time where they can get that done.
Yeah. Yep. We do it right here at HealthLink in both Beaufort and Bluffton, so that our families don't have to travel to Charleston for that.
What are the ages? What's considered a child? Is it up to 12 or is
we actually see kids all the way up to 21.
Okay.
In autism testing, we can even do on adults.
Sure.
Too. You know, we have some adults that come to us that want the testing as well.
What is the basic nature of what you do? What do you see quite a bit of at HealthLink?
A lot of developmental delay, a lot of speech delay. Kids will come in that have issues with articulation or just aren't talking when they're supposed to be talking. We'll see kids that are delayed in walking. So we'll work on all of those services.
How many folks do you have working with you, and what kind of professionals work within
Right,
HealthLink?
so we have occupational therapists, physical therapists, and speech therapists.
Okay.
And we also have a social worker that helps us to kind of do the care coordination of all of our children.
Well, that's brilliant.
Yeah, and get all the services that they need. So we have probably about 15 therapists total between the 2 facilities.
And I think it's really important to kind of go back to basics and explain a little bit about what an occupational therapist does, and kind of start there, because I think even words like care coordination for you are pretty routine, if you will.
Right.
But for a layperson, someone like me, I'm like, why is that so important? So let's talk first about OT.
Okay, so OT, we basically work on any type of what we call activity of daily living.
Right.
Or fine motor skills or visual motor skills. So anything that a child needs to do in their life, we can work on. So everything from bathing to dressing to feeding to handwriting, we pretty much work on it all. Physical therapy will mostly work on the physical aspects. Most people know physical therapy. And then, of course, speech therapy will deal with everything from articulation to language to feeding. We have one therapist that is a lactation counselor, and so she can help if children have a physical anomaly when they're born and the mother still wants to breastfeed. Then she can kind of help with both pieces of that. So that's her specialty.
And then from a social work and case management point of view, why is that so important? And what does a social worker do in coordinating all of this?
Right. So when a child gets a diagnosis, say autism, the parents are kind of lost. They don't know what to do. It's a major diagnosis. They're not quite sure how to handle it. So our social worker will help coordinate all the services that they need. So they will get them connected with all the physicians they need. They'll get them connected with all the community resources that they need. And they're kind of a special list of everything that's available just to get the child and the family connected
I tell you,
and
that,
supported.
don't you think that's priceless?
Yes, it is. And we're one of the few pediatric rehabs in the area that actually do provide that.
And I think it's probably the most important thing. Do most of your kids come directly from mom and dad? Do they come from pediatricians and referrals? And what do I need to get to you?
Yeah, so we need a referral from their physician and the pediatrician to start therapy, to do an evaluation. If a parent does have a concern, we urge them to talk to their pediatrician, and their pediatrician will refer them to us. The parent can also call us if they just want a screen and not a full evaluation. That we'll do free developmental screenings at both of our facilities every day of the week if they just want to come get their kid checked out if they have some questions.
Okay, well, let's talk about, maybe you have your kids at home. What would be a cue that your child would have that maybe it would be interesting to get a pediatric screening?
Right. So if you consider them a late talker or a late walker, or if they're having difficulty, you know, when they're 4 or 5, holding like a pencil or a marker, you know, something like that. A lot of parents are out on the, you know, websites looking at all the developmental milestones and tracking their children anyway.
How come my kid at 3 is not saying 16 words?
And those developmental milestones are arranged. So there's not like a definitive date that your child should be walking. It's a broad range. And so basically parents look at those and then they call us and they're like, my child's, you know, 18 months and not walking, and we'll bring them in for an evaluation.
And once again, before we go, I want to make sure everyone knows that you're both north and south of the Broad.
Yes, we are. We definitely are. So we have 2 full-service clinics, both north and south of the Broad. So our new clinic in Bluffton is at 31 Innovation, which is right off of Buckwalter.
Awesome.
And we're really excited about our new location.
Well, I tell you what, it's a treat to have you here. As always, it's a treat to be here at the Beaufort Memorial Hospital, the Kaiserling Center. You all have a wonderful week. Thank you for watching Girl Talk. Bye-bye. For more information about HealthLink, please call the Beaufort office, 843-522-5900, or the Bluffton office, 843-707-8807.